Hey guys, here we are again. Can you believe it? Chapter 25 of Evangeline Mudd and the Golden-Haired Apes of the Icky Nasty Jungle. Written by who? And illustrated by who? Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm not wearing a hat today, but I thought I would kind of dress up today since this was our last time together. After all, we have been to the cozy bungalow. We have been to Mudd's Manor. We suffered through that together. We went to the doctor's office together, Dr. Alfonso Ouch. We've been in a tree house. We went to the Icky Nasty Jungle. We've met headhunters, become friends with apes. So that's a lot. So I thought I would thank you for going all those places with me by dressing up a little bit today. So, it's hard, kind of hard to know what to say. Everything comes to an end, right? What I realized, though, is that yesterday I think I forgot to show you some important pictures from chapter 25. Remember when the bulldozers surrounded Magdalena and Merriweather and Dr. Pickaflea? Andrea Wesson did such a great job, but I'll show you my favorite one. Here's a little hint of what's coming. Can you see those butterflies? I'm sorry I didn't show these to you yesterday. Look at this. There are the butterflies. Right. Well, we know that the jungle is safe, at least for the time being, because the golden-haired apes have taken Rexy and the bulldozer drivers, it's kind of hard to say, bulldozer drivers, back into the jungle. And I hope that's where they're going to stay. Chapter 25, The Icky Nasty Suite. Once the party reached Bababun, it was only a matter of days before it was time for Evangeline to leave Icky Nasty and return with her parents to the cozy bungalow in New England. Naturally, it was very difficult for the girl to say goodbye to Dadu. After all, he was the only headhunter she had ever known. They were standing on the path that led to the longhouse. "Dadu give presents now," he said. For one anxious moment, Evangeline wondered if the present were going to be one of the trophies that hung in Dadu's longhouse. But the girl needn't have worried. Dadu took the blowpipe from his shoulder and slipped it over hers. "Maybe you needs make goo-goo juice sometimes," the headhunter said. Evangeline didn't know what to say. There was nothing to say. The blowpipe she knew was Dadu's most treasured object. She turned to thank the headhunter, but he was gone. He had disappeared into the jungle just as suddenly as he had appeared from it on the day she met him. "You greats!" the girl shouted into the green jungle air. "You really most extremely greats and wonderfuls!" Later, as the flying monkey was heading back over the ocean, Evangeline asked Dr. Pickaflea a question that had been bothering her almost since the day she had sat in Dadu's longhouse while he and Dr. Pickaflea talked. "Dr. Pickaflea," she asked, "where is Dadu's family? Where are his wife and children? Where are his mother and father? Where are his brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews? Where are his second cousins twice removed?" "Evangeline, my dear," Dr. Pickaflea replied, "I thought you knew. Dadu is the last of his people. He has no wife and children. He has no mother and father, no second cousins twice removed. They're gone." "Gone?" the girl asked. "Where did they go?" "Rexy is not the first person to try to destroy the jungle," Dr. Pickaflea said, "and he won't be the last. Dadu's people lived in the jungle. They were in the way. Dadu is the only one left. Evangeline didn't say another word all the way home. When they got back to the cozy bungalow, Meriwether and Magdalena got to work immediately writing their book. They called it You're It, Monkey Tag with the Golden-Haired Apes of the Icky Nasty Jungle. It was an instant success and made loads of money, all of which Evangeline's parents donated to helping save the jungle from people like Rexy. In the book, they included the recipe for monkey mango salad. The trouble was it never tasted quite as good as it had in the clearing in the jungle. Magdalena became convinced that the Golden Hairs had used a secret ingredient. Anyway, here it is if you ever want to try it. 1 banana. 1 mango. Some coconut. Some papaya. Some pineapple. Peel everything, mix it all up, and eat it with your fingers. Best if served by a golden-haired ape of the Icky Nasty Jungle. Dr. Aphrodite Pickaflea decided that she would move back to Icky Nasty. She and Dadu started a school so that the headhunters' knowledge about the jungle would not be lost. They called it Jungle U. They offer courses in everything from goo-goo juice to spiders. They even teach courses in Dadu's language, and the classroom is alive with all kinds of people buzzing and clicking and humming. Dadu turned out to be surprisingly effective in the classroom. Apparently, when your teacher is a headhunter, you do your homework. As for Evangeline, she was terrifically happy to be home. Who wouldn't have been? She was especially happy on the days she received letters from Dr. Aphrodite Pickaflea, who promised that she and Dadu would come for a visit once affairs at Jungle U calmed down. But in spite of this good news, a cloud began to settle over Evangeline. She could not forget what Dr. Pickaflea had told her about Dadu when they were returning from Icky Nasty. She tried to imagine what it would be like to have no family, to be the very last one of your people. And she spent many hours sitting quietly in the treetops surrounding the cozy bungalow with Dadu's blowpipe hung over her shoulder. Naturally, Meriwether and Magdalena were greatly concerned to see their daughter so broken-hearted. It was especially difficult for Meriwether, but Magdalena, who was perhaps a bit wiser in these matters, reassured him. "Don't forget, Meriwether, my darling," she would say. "Sadness is a part of life, too. There is not a single soul on this earth who has not been sad at one time or another. Evangeline will not stay sad forever." Magdalena was right, of course. The cure for Evangeline's sadness came in the piano lessons that she resumed with Madame Valentina Klaudishkaya. As she practiced hour after hour, day after day, her grief began to soften until, eventually, it found its way out of her heart and into her fingers. Before long, the girl was composing music of her own. Her first really big piece she called the Icky Nasty Suite. In it, she tried to recreate the sounds of her adventure in the jungle. There was a section right in the middle when she lifted her hands from the keyboard to create an eerie silence. This, of course, represented what Rexy had done to the jungle. "That girl is a musical genius," Madame Klaudishkaya told her parents. "I knew it the minute I saw her." There was also a part where Evangeline pounded the big rumbling bass keys for 3 minutes straight. You can probably guess that this was the sound of the bulldozers. But Evangeline's favorite part was the very end, when she would jump up from the bench and play the strings of the piano like a harp. Measure after measure she strummed, until the very air vibrated with undertones and overtones and all tones in between. Evangeline wouldn't stop until it seemed that the music had taken flight and was supporting itself on thousands upon thousands of delicate, brightly colored wings. Of course, this music quickly found its way into the hearts of all the people in Evangeline's circle, her mother and father, Madame Klaudishkaya, Dr. Aphrodite Pickley, Dadu. And like all works of the imagination whose main ingredient is love, it acted as a great connector, linking them to one another and to Evangeline herself, no matter how far away she traveled or what other adventures she had. And that is the end. Well, it's true. Sadness is a part of life, I guess. I feel a little sad today that this is the last chapter. But I thank you very much for being with me, for sticking it out. And if you enjoyed Evangeline, Mud, and the golden-haired apes of the Icky Nasty Jungle, you might also look for Evangeline, Mud, and the Great Mink Escapade. That book is also out of print, but your library might have it. So guys, I guess this is it. You know what I always say? Think good thoughts. Be kind to the people in your circle and to the people out of your circle too. You know, kindness is so much stronger than meanness. To be mean is easy. Anybody can be mean. Kindness takes a little more effort, and I hope you make it. Well, stay safe during this time, and I know you look forward to the time you can be out with your friends again. Me too. And I hope we'll meet again one day. Bye now.